My name is Amanda Meeker. I first came to Brook Hills Free Methodist Church in the spring of 2010, and I attended for a while. I came here because this is where my sister and her family comes. They've come here for a while. I came for a little while until I had my daughter, and life seemed to get busy, and I didn't come. I came back whenever I was asked to attend Lost Cause. I was asked by one of my childhood friends who attends here now, Carrie Estrada, and that was really why I started attending Lost Cause. And through Lost Cause really made me want to come back and attend church services. I attended church my whole entire life, went to Sunday school, went to church every Sunday morning, Sunday evening, Wednesday evening. My mom didn't really let us miss for anything. I chose to accept Jesus into my life at the age of 22. I knew what baptism was all about, but honestly, I think that I was scared into being baptized. I tried to live a faithful life, and that lasted about 6 months or maybe a year. I never really felt like I served God or that I had a relationship with God. God was just, Jesus was just somebody that I knew of, and I knew that I could talk to him when I needed him, and that was about the only time I talked to him, was when I needed him. And then I went back into worldly ways and probably went back to them 10 times worse than what I was doing before. The best thing that describes how I was living my life can be described through scripture, and it's actually in Galatians. It's Galatians 5 when the Apostle Paul explained the acts of the flesh. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfishness, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, and orgies. That explains how I was living. I was living for myself. I wasn't living for God. I wasn't living for anyone but myself. I was very selfish, judgmental. Some of those things, are qualities that I still have that, I'm going to work on. But I never served God. I feel that Brook Hills Free Methodist Church gives me plenty of opportunities to serve God in a way that I feel comfortable with and proud. And from here on out, I want to live for God. I want to be an example to my kids. I don't want to be the example. I want to be an example. Getting baptized is important to me today because I want to make a commitment to God now at the age of 31. I've grown more. I've learned a little bit more about who I am. I learned a little bit more about who I want to be. I don't want to be the person that I was, and I'm not the person that I was. And I want to show my friends, my family, the world, the church. I want to show everybody, and I want today to be the day that's remembered that Amanda is a different person from here on out. That I am here to live for God and not for myself. And I feel that having God in my life fills a void that was always there, that I never knew what the void was, a void that made me unhappy for most of my life. And now the void is filled and I'm happy. I can smile, I can be joyous, I can laugh, and that before was filled with hatred and all kinds of things that are not good qualities that I don't want to have anymore.